Hey guys, it's MadameWario, and welcome to the introduction video to the 12 Days of Pimpmas. Yay, we've finally gotten to this project, and I am so excited. I have done a lot of preparing for this project, and I've worked very hard to put this together. So, I wanted to go ahead and make an introduction video with a ton of, just informational stuff in regards to this video, so that way I don't have to waste the first actual video of recording on all this information and random answers to questions you might have regarding the project and the process I'm going through with the project. So I just wanted to go ahead and make this a totally separate thing, because I mean, when I hit the record button on an Animal Crossing video, it's like 1 minute. It seems like 1 minute goes by, and I look at the clock and it's been like 12 minutes, and I'm like, oh my god, I only have 2 minutes left. So it gets pretty ridiculous with my babbling on, and I don't know what it is about that game, but it just flies by at the speed of light when I push the record button. So I need to talk about this stuff now so I don't waste time talking about it later, or I don't forget and not fit all of it in, because that also happens when I'm like, I forgot what I was gonna say, and then it's like, great, no one knows what I was gonna talk about, and neither do I. And then I get questions later. I'm like, that's what I was going to talk about. So that's why I'm making this. So that's your info on that. Just real quick. Okay, so getting down to the point. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you so much to everybody who participated in those polls I put up for this, who commented and actually followed the rules. You guys are pimps for following the rules. I had very, very few people who didn't. So I was really happy with that. So thank you guys for all cooperating so well. That makes me happy. So anyway, I wanted to give a thank you for that. And I did those polls early. I could have done them during the project, some of them, not all of them. But like with music, obviously you were picking music for the project when you told me your favorite Christmas song. And I did that ahead of time because I didn't want the comments to be overflowing with, what song do you want me to play? And then that's all the comments are, and then things get missed and questions don't get answered, and it's just very unorganized. So I went ahead and did that. So if you do have a suggestion for a song now, unfortunately it's probably too late. I already have themes picked out, and I know I said that even when the poll was first listed that I had themes picked out, and it's kind of just a gamble whether your song will fit into one of the themes or not. So I really do apologize if I don't use your song. I still appreciate that you commented or left me ideas of things I could use, because that's one of my favorite things about this project, is how involved the audience can be, and is actually. So that means a lot to me, and it makes the project a lot more fun, not only for you guys but for me too, because then I feel like everyone's involved and it's not just me going, well, I like this, let's do this now. It's paying attention to what you guys like too, and that's always fun to do. So anyway, music is kind of obvious since I've done it for 68 or 60, however many episodes I have now. So that's obviously what that poll was. The other polls you're probably a little bit more confused on and don't really know what they were for, which you will soon find out. I don't want to spoil anything or give too much away, because I do like surprises, and because it's Christmas and the Christmas season, surprises are just necessary, and I love Christmas surprises. So, I'm gonna try and reveal as little as possible, which I'm gonna have to reveal some, just so you guys aren't completely in the dark as to what I'm talking about. So, anyway, you have been helping me pick various videos and video clips that I will be mixing into these Animal Crossing specials. Actually, that's something else. This project, it's not going to be every day 15 straight minutes of Animal Crossing. It's going to be more 12 or 13 of Animal Crossing and a few minutes of other material and other videos to add to it, because that's just what I wanted to do. It makes it more fun, and I don't know, I just feel like it has more of a holiday appeal now than it would just with the project. And I put a lot of work and time into putting it together, and I still am putting a lot of work and time into it because Animal Crossing isn't a project that can be recorded like a week or even a day in advance. It has to be done, you know, on the spot, on the day, so at a specific time too, because if I don't do it at the right time, then shops are closed. It's like real life, so it's annoying. There are guidelines, and I don't like to manipulate time a whole lot. I do when I have to, but I don't like to manipulate it just because I feel like it takes away from the, I don't know, it just takes away something from it. Maybe not for you guys, but for me anyway. So that's why I don't do that, and I don't like to do that. But in some circumstances I might have to. It just depends. But anyway, so I will be mixing in different things into the video, and you'll also be noticing my icon does a lot of changing throughout this entire special. Now, it's not always going to match the theme of the special. I know this might not make sense right now, but yeah, it's not always going to match. Sometimes it's going to be deceiving, and I did that on purpose just because I like surprises. I like to surprise you guys. It's not always going to be that way, but if you see it and you're like, well, that doesn't match, what the heck? You know, that's why. I did it on purpose. So, you know, I just wanted to go ahead and point that out too. And the main reason I'm pointing all this stuff out is so I can avoid any questions like, why did you do this? Or why didn't that match this? Or why is my song not in this? Or why did you choose this theme? Why did you do this? I just want to avoid all those questions as much as possible. I know some will probably still pop up. But if you're watching this video, then you're obviously a pimp, because it's kind of like following the rules. You're following, you know, my explanation for things early before they've even started. And I know a lot of it's probably confusing and it's like, what the heck is she talking about half the time? But I promise once the first video comes around, which is the next video I'm going to be listing, it'll all make a lot more sense and you guys will be out of the dark and be like, oh, I get it now. So, hopefully anyway. But that's pretty much it. So I think I covered everything. And so, yeah, that's pretty much all. Next will be the 12 Days of Pimpmas and the first episode, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I've been looking forward to it for a very long time, and I'm very excited about it, so I will see you guys then.